Hey folks, I'm HP and today I'm going to talk about how to play an acoustic solo guitar or solo performance. Here I have an acoustic guitar, of course. But before we get started, make sure to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification button. That way you get a notification when a new video is uploaded or a live stream is taking place. Good, so first I'm going to give you an impression how it's going to be alive. Just you and the guitar, your acoustic guitar somewhere, I don't know where, probably on the somewhere in New Orleans on the streets. You just have your guitar and yeah, stuff like that. So this is going to be a whole long tutorial with the concept. First I'm going to show the theme, which I just played, then an improvisation concept based on an easy rhythm feel, or the one which I showed. So like the more complex one, you can do it with the easy one, with the complex one, but it's about the concept, how you do a solo performance with simple stuff on your acoustic guitar. So let's get started. If you play an acoustic guitar, there's one thing you need to know. You don't have much sustain on your tone, or a single note doesn't really sound so much. So it's a little bit harder. You have to be more into details, how to grab and stuff like that. And since we're doing a solo performance, you work with open strings. That's why I've chosen the key of A, because we have the A open string, the D open string, and the E open string, which is important for a blues in A because these are the three chords, A, D, and E. So first I'm going to show the theme. Check the chapters below. They're all named there, and if you can jump chapters if you want. If you don't want to do the theme, that's okay, but the theme is really nice. And it's in A, and it starts here. So the first is going to be the theme, and then understand the blues form and how to create soloing and be creative in improvisation. You know, stuff like that. So, but let's get started first with the theme. So it's like this. This starts at 1, 2, 3, starts on 4 here on the 5th. This is a triplet, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So 1 and 2 and 3. So you really need to divide your timing. So open A string, then 5, 6, 7, and then 5, 5, 6 with a ring finger in the 6. Yeah, so see, you can do this either with chicken pick, which I do. So the pick is here on the open A string, and the rest is picked with the middle ring and pinky. See, or with finger picking, also, or of course only with the pick. That would be. That's up to you. I personally prefer chicken pick or finger picking, but for today I'm going to show chicken pick. So that's figure number 1. That stands for A. Then comes the figure which stands for D. This goes here. 5, 7, 5, 7, 5. See? That's a figure for D. So once, 2, So we have a figure for A, a figure for D, then we play the figure for A twice again. Then comes twice D, same figure. You can play this either twice or make this one here. Just to have a variation here, 5, 7, 5, 8, 7. But then you have the chord D9, would be 5, 4, 5, 5, pinky in the 7. And back to D9, see? Then back to A. Now comes the ending. 5, 7, 9 on the B string, on 9 on the D string, open E string. See? So 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, and then we go 2 frets down. 3, 5, 7, 7, 5. Same rhythm figure. 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. Again. That's what I told you at the beginning. If you play acoustic guitar, this stuff has to be really precise to get this lettering effect. See? And now comes the ending. So we start here. 5, 7, 5, 8. Same figure again. 3, 4. And then triplets. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then 6, 7. And down to E. The whole thing. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1. So that will be the ending. I'm going to play the whole thing for you. I try to count it through. As you see, there are basically 3 figures, one for A, one for D, and the ending figure, the one for E, also is moved down to D, and the ending lick. And it's a normal blues form, 12 bars. It's displayed in the description box. A, D, A, D, D, A, E, D, A, E. That's the blues form which we're playing all the time here. So, I'm going to play the whole thing for you. 1, 2, 3. Well, let me put a little bit more zoom here for those of you probably who want this. I wanted to have that you see the picking hand as well. So, whole thing now. 3. Now let's get back to the second part. There was a fly on my light and it was frying. It was really stinky. That's why I need to do a cut here. I have no clue how much it stinks when a fly sits on your halogen lamp and fries. They always go there when I make video shootings. So, okay. Now, we're going to the normal blues rhythm guitar. There will be really simple one here. Most of you probably already know it, this one here. Here, open A string, second fret, fourth, that 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So you can do two figures, which this will be like with damping technique with the pick, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. And for D, of course, you just move down. And E with a low E string, open D string. So these are things. Now the figures which you can play are either with damping, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, or with finger picking. You play first both 1 and then the open A string, 1 and 2 and 1, and always switch between both and 1. So same will be with chicken pick, if you want to go for that. Both works, but I would, now since I'm playing, I would prefer this one, 1 and 2, this one with damping technique. So I'm going to play the whole form through, 12-bar blues, and for the improvisation we don't do the quick change. That means we don't play the D on the second bar. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4. You can highlight it if you make a, I mean, since it's always the same, some things to spice it up is to make an accent on 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Also the 4 and, or you can also make 4 and then open, and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1. I will go for that. So now I'm going to play the whole form with this method. 1, 2, 3, 4. D. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. 2 bars A, 1 bar E, E, 1 bar D, A, E. Yeah, so that's something we probably most of you already know or already played somehow. But now comes the trick. When we're going to do a solo performance on blues, we go into improvisation now. How do we do that? We play basically this easy rhythm figure, or you can also come from the complex, more complex theme, but we take it simple. We play the simple rhythm figure. So after the theme, you play this simple figure. But now you can start to, first you play probably one full thing, you play it through. So I'm gonna speed it up. And probably at the end, there on the A you make a stop. So that's really cool to do that there. Then you go to E. You're going to play the A minor pentatonics, which most of you probably already know, but just to quickly repeat: 5, 7, 5, 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5, 8. So these are the notes you can play. So now how you make improvisation on this? You come from the theme. That means when you check out the theme, we have on the count 1 and 2 we have a rhythm figure. So 1 and 2 and 3. So 1 and 2 and 3. We stop on 3 and then we have 2 beats left to make something here. So you can play 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 2 and 3 and 4. And I would really recommend to just play one note in this little filling if you're not really experienced on that. This is one thing you can do. You can copy the rhythm figure from the theme. The theme is so 1 and 2 and 3, and then comes a figure. So we keep the rhythm figure going on, which we came from the theme. So 1 and 2 and 3. Oh, sorry. So 1 and 2 and 3. See, it works the same, but it's probably too complex to improvise, so you take the simple figure. And then you just play through the form. You can either do this is called fill-ins at any spot of the form, or you can also do play first the rhythm and then start with it. That's up to you. What also works is you make 1. So on 1 you make the chord a 1, and then you improvise 1. So 1, 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, see, and then you go into the normal rhythm guitar. So you mix it up with these different elements. How you do that? I mean, there's some guys, they just sit there and play like. You can also play 4 bars without any chords, but you need to know where you are. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 and 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 3, 4. Then you go to rhythm. Let me again zoom in a little bit for you guys, because this stuff I won't tell about. This is just improvisation, but it's really simple. It's just pentatonics. I mean, you can play anything here with the pentatonics, and then you go to the rhythm guitar. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4. That's a way you can go through the whole form. Or you, if you want to pick up the original rhythm, which was 1, so 1 and 2 and 3. And so on. It's really simple from the method, but of course that it goes so fluently, that's not so easy as it probably looks like. And there's one simple trick which really helps on this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, that you have a foot on 2 4s. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. I imitate the foot. You don't see the foot now, of course, but that's the way you can do that, and that really helps a lot. Yeah, folks, so what is it about to play Acoustic's blues solo performance? It's about keeping the form going on, keeping the beat going on. So if you practice that stuff, the main focus should be keep the main form going on. The form which is displayed, the normal 12-bar blues form, has to be in your head all the time. To get the beat going on, as I said, the foot and 2 for 1, 2, 3, 4. So try to practice the simple rhythm figure with foot on 2 and 4. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1, 2, 4. So whatever you play, it's not about playing a lot of stuff. It's about that it grooves, that you have that it flows, and the flowing comes through feeling the beat. And feeling the beat, I teach all my students to work with the foot, because that's the main thing. If you want to get into the flow of playing, you need to get into the flow of timing. I mean, if you play simple stuff, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, it's really simple stuff. But how do you do that? I mean, that's not a lick. Of course, it can write it down for you, but it's not about that. It has to come out of your guts, out of your flow, out of your playing. And how you get to this point, work on your foot and on your 2/4 timing. 1, 2, 3 is really important, believe me. And if you cannot do this, you cannot improvise totally on this, because you get the freedom of the improvisation by getting into the flow of this. So that's why this is first. Flow of the feeling of the timing is first. Not complicated runs, not complicated stuff. Second is the form, the 12-bar blues form. This is also always going like this through. You always need to know where you are. So A, 2, 3, 4. A, 2, 3, 4. A, 2, 3, 4. A. Now comes 3, 4. D, 2, 3, 4. D, 2, 3, 4. A, 2, 3. See, that's how A, 2. E, 2, 3, 4. D, 2, 3, 4. A, 2, 3, 4. E. So I play the whole form, and this is the way the thing should go through your head all the time. And now you can start to build upon this. These two things are absolutely first. Actually, always, not only in a blues solo performance, I must say, but if you want to play blues solo performance, you cannot do without this, because otherwise you get totally lost. I mean, in noodling around something. If you play with the band still can save you, and you don't know what you're doing, and you get somehow back. But here, you are the one who has to keep you going. So that's the first focus. Then try to build up upon this and try to play the rhythm. That will be the third. Play the rhythm. With foot and 2/4, knowing the form. Next will be playing. Try to play the stops and improvise something here on the 5th fret. Or wherever you want, it depends on your playing level. Then is the next, try to create motifs in what you're playing, so refer to what you played before. Stuff like that. That's the really hard part, it's really sophisticated part, like and then refer to what you played. And the last would be to just noodle around and get a whole story told. And the whole story is told by playing the theme as showed, playing and then getting into improvisation, getting at the end to the theme, back to the theme. So the theme I showed at the beginning, and then end the song. That's the way things are done, basically. Of course, everything which breaks the rules says confirms the rules. That's a telling in German. I don't know if this exists in English. Yeah. So that's the way it's done. So once again, the foot is first, form second, third, simple rhythm, fourth, complex rhythm, fifth, complex rhythm or easy rhythm with fill-ins, rhythm with fillings which makes sense. I like this part, fillings which make sense. And then fillings which start to tell a story. And then last but not least, tell the whole story, theme, improvisation, theme. That's the whole thing, how to do a blues solo performance, blues guitar solo performance on acoustic guitar. What will be the title of this tutorial? Acoustic blues guitar solo performance. That's the title of this tutorial. Yeah, good. So one more to say. There are tabs available of the theme in the HPCrazy Guitar Academy. Join there if you want to post your recording of this song. You can go to the HPCrazy Guitar Academy, search for this lesson, record what you did, upload it on YouTube, and then post it there. Then if I have time, I'm gonna quickly check it out, say a few words, or others will say something, and you can encourage others to also record their version and post it there. That would be really cool. This way we could start to interact with each other and see how progress with each other. I can help out if I have time. Mostly I don't have, but do that if you want to do that, and it's for free. Well, the download, the backing track, the tabs not, but the other features free. Yeah, check the HPCrazy Students Club for that. Good. Follow me on Telegram. Follow me on Instagram. If you want Facebook, but I'm not really active there anymore. Follow me on Google. Write me a review on Google Maps. I really would appreciate that for the HPCrazy Guitar Academy. Yeah, if you like what I'm doing for you. Good. So I'm signing off.